Hello everyone and welcome back to another custom diecast review. Now, I have created Denny Hamlin's number 11 Sports Clips race win from Darlington. Now, he won the Xfinity race and he won the Cup race that throwback weekend. But he got both of them taken away. He got the Cup one taken away from, it was like some rear suspension thing. I think the crew chief was fined $50,000, and I think he got 50 playoff points taken away, or championship points. I think I don't really know if that's correct, but I know it was a pretty big punishment or penalty, I guess. So not only did his Cup Series win get taken away, but so did the Xfinity Series. So he lost both of those. So yeah, that was kind of interesting. That was one thing that kind of inspired me to do this, because I've never done a custom diecast to where the win got taken away. So I mean, yeah, it's something a little different, and I had this diecast laying around. So what I do is, after seasons of the LWCS, which is, the stop motion series I do, I will retire paint schemes if necessary. Sometimes I'll keep some, sometimes I won't. But the ones that are retired get thrown into a bag for sale. Now, I was rummaging through the bag, seeing what was in there, and I found this. And I'm like, you know what? This was an interesting story. I'm going to make a custom of it. So that's what I did. And I don't think this is rare or anything. I saw this on K-State, so it's not that big of a deal. I did kind of do a rare one, and I don't really regret it, to be honest, because I'm not really a Cole Custer fan, but it was the Cole Custer from whatever wave in the Authentics line on his Haas Xfinity car. So, yeah, that's something I don't regret, but I know a lot of people are going to hate me for, but that's completely okay. But anyway, this box is pretty water damaged for whatever reason. I don't know why, but yeah, that's another reason why I decided to do this one, because the box is already destroyed, why not? I figured I'd just go ahead and make a custom out of it anyway, so that's ended up what I was planning to do, so I just ended up in doing it. It took not too long. It took a few hours. It wasn't even really that difficult. The long process was the detail on the inside. We'll get to that here in a minute, but yeah, pretty simple, pretty quick, but yeah, let's go ahead and get into this diecast review and see what I've done. Because I've done stuff that's a lot different than what I'm used to do. There's more detail, so we will get a closer look at that here in just a second. So here is the diecast out of the package. Now, there was confetti on the actual race car, but I didn't do the confetti. One, because there was a lot. Two, because in the picture, or the reference pictures, it was a night race, because, it went into nighttime, so Victory Lane, the confetti kind of reflected, the dark lighting, and you couldn't tell what, confetti was what. You couldn't tell, the colors. You could only tell the placement, so if I don't have the colors and the placement, I'm not going to do it. But if I have both, I might consider it. So, yeah, there's the reason why there's no confetti on this one. Not because I didn't choose to, but I had no choice to. So, yeah, we got a more detail than normal here. We'll get into that here in a second, but I did some more dry brushing on the front here. I did some damage on the rear here. I added a few things that I normally wouldn't, but I figured why not. So technically this is a on the racetrack version, not a Victory Lane, because there's no winter sticker, there's no, well, the second winter sticker, or confetti or anything. So technically it's just on the racetrack. So yeah, we'll go ahead and take a look at this. Starting on the hood, we have Sports Clips haircuts with, some dry brushing, got some rubber buildup and stuff there, because it is Darlington, of course. Got the banner here. I had to switch to the old printer because I'm still working the new printer out, so it's not really good quality, but I mean, it's still there. Got a little bit of rubber buildup on the roof here, nothing special. 11 looks like a pause button. Sports Clips haircuts, got Hamlin right here on the rear windshield. Got a little bit of glue coming up, but this glue is difficult to deal with because you can put just a wee little bit on there, but it expands and it swells, which is good, but it can go through the windshield sometimes. Help a hero right here on the deck lid. Right here on the back, you got the 11, which really looks like a pause button there. Toyota Sports Clips haircuts. I got a paint chip. I think it's where I dropped it earlier. You got the tail lights, Camry XSE right there. Got a, just some race damage here. I got a little bit of a fender bent in there. I didn't cut that out. I didn't really care to. But yeah, got sport clip haircuts. And you got all the rubber build-up around the wheel. You got Freightliner Mac tools, a couple others there. Got the 11 here. And got a little bit of, you can see a little bit of rubber build-up. Nothing too special, but there is some there. Got all those contingencies there, mechanics wear, Lincoln welders, 3M, Mobile One, etc. I got Darlington logo there. And yeah, so that's all for the detail on the outside. I actually added this little exhaust cover too, which is the first time I've ever done this. So that was pretty interesting to do. Pretty cool too. So yeah, now on the inside you can kind of see the steering wheel right there. It's silver around the actual steering wheel part. And on the center, it's silver as well. You can't see that. See a silver post here? That's the roll cage. You can see the gear shifter in there. That's also painted silver. And on this side, you can see that the whole, well, maybe. See if we can get that in there. Yeah, you can see the roll cage is painted silver as well. There you go. There's the inside of the steering wheel. You can barely see it, but that's also silver. And then my favorite part, which took the longest, well, probably the second longest, was the undercarriage. So, got the exhaust, transmission. I got the axles and stuff all painted. The gas tank painted as well, so I did that. I thought that was pretty fun to do. And I got a window net right here. That was something new I started doing recently, and this could be a little more, bit more square off, but I mean, that's all right. So, I mean, yeah, I think this was a really fun one to do. So this is a perfect example of what I'm trying to do to make myself different, even though I'm doing the same thing. I've never seen anybody make a custom of Denny Hamlin's Darlington win from 2017. I've never seen anyone make a Cole Custer Homestead win. I've never seen anybody, make, I don't know, just something else I've done. But that's what I try to do to kind of make myself a little bit different, just from other people. I don't know if it's working, but you don't really see many window nets or painted interior or exterior. But, we got Diecast Buffet who does that. He does the window nets, and he does the interior and stuff. I don't know if he does, like the undercarriage or anything, like the actual bottom of it. I don't know if he does that or not, but I know he does the interior from time to time. But yeah, other than that, I don't really know anybody else. So Diecast Buffet is really the only one that is kind of similar to what I do, but there's a lot of people that do this, but I'm not worried about what's being done. I'm worried about what it's being done to, if that makes any sense. So I tried to make this one a little unique, just something special. Of course, it was a win that was taken away, and it was still a race version because he still won the race, but until later he got it taken away. So, that's a little something that I've thought was just kind of interesting. Also blacked out the silver parts in the middle of the wheels, and I kind of blacked out the wheels just a little bit. Nothing special, but just kind of adding a little bit more detail in there. I almost dry brushed them, which actually might next time. But I mean, yeah, I really like doing these. I'm out of school now. I've done my finals. I have no school for the rest of the year until next year. So yeah, I have all the time in the world to do these customs, but I need to figure out my printer first because we're having printing issues. It's not printing the right colors or whatever. We think the ink cartridge thing's blocked, so we're going to fix that, or try to. We tried cleaning it out a little bit, and it worked pretty well, but not completely. So then ended up running out of black, which the only thing about that printer, you haven't seen the printer yet unless you saw it on Instagram. But yeah, hopefully we can kind of get that up and running, and then we can get some more templates in here, start making some more diecasts for you guys, and that would be really, really cool. So yeah, again, just like this one, it was really, really fun to do. I really like doing the interior and the underneath and everything. That's really fun. You can kind of get little artsy if you want to. I'm not used to painting anything, but I really like the idea of it. So doing this with what I do for a hobby, custom diecast, mixing those two is actually really, really cool, and I really, really like that. So it's a little different than a spray can, which I normally do, which I probably shouldn't, but I do anyway. But yeah, this is really, really fun, and I'm really happy I can do this. It takes time away. You know, I have all this stuff to do uh, when I normally wouldn't have anything to do. So yeah, that's what kind of keeps me going, is that I have all these new ideas and these new projects I want to do. I literally have I say about like 8 to 13 projects in my little like project box for Diecast, and it just keeps adding on because I'm getting behind on the printer. So when I get the printer up and running, I'm going to be making customs like crazy. So yeah, look out for that. That should be fun. I'm going to have a lot of content on YouTube and Instagram. So yeah, that should be fun to do if we ever get that working. If not, we may just buy a new one. But yeah, as of right now, we're working with it, seeing what we can do. But yeah, I think it's really fun to do this, so I'm glad I can. But anyway, I'm going to stop with that and go ahead and end this video. So thank you all so much for watching this Diecast review. If you all enjoyed it, hit the like button. I never ask, but I mean, I figured, throw it in every now and then. But yeah, again, if you all enjoyed it, I hope you did. But anyway, I will see you in the next video. Upside down.